Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how you can make the cheapest 20-watt studio lights for your YouTube or say for your photography if you are a beginner, and if you don't have that budget, these lights will cost you only 200 Indian rupees or say $3 US. And yes, I can change the intensity as well as color temperature through my phone as well. It supports Google Assistant and Alexa as well. So this is what we would see in this video. Also, you can see here that these lights are insanely bright. They are 20 watts in output. So yes, they can be very beneficial for your YouTube channel. I'll also add some samples of the green screen if you want to shoot with green screen using these lights. So there's a huge impact that these lights makes on your green screen, as you can see over there. The only thing you will need to buy separately here is the LED tube. This is 20-watt LED tube. This is a smart LED tube. If you want to adjust color temperature, you can use that one. If you don't want to adjust color temperature, you can use these simple LED tubes. So after you receive your LED tube, just take out this strip and the rectifier from the LED tube, and this type of LED strip you would get there. It has more than 100 LEDs. One LED is having a power rating of around 0.25 watt, and these are 3 terminals. And here we have a rectifier as well. The purpose of rectifier is to convert AC into DC, and these are 2 AC input cables. So now we would need a box for the studio lights housing. We can use any box, any cardboard box. The one I'm using here is the Amazon parcel box that I received from Amazon. So make sure that the box you use has sufficient strength and it has bigger opening, because larger the opening area is, larger will be the diffusion, and larger, the lesser harsh light you will get from your studio lights. So make sure that it has bigger opening. Now grab a small screwdriver and make a small hole so that we can pass the cables through it. Now we would need a reflective surface so that we can direct the light towards the opening, and for this purpose we are using these aluminum foils, and we have to make sure that the entire inner surface area of the cardboard box that we have is covered with aluminum foils, so that the light which will come out from the source will not be absorbed by the box, and the same amount of light will be reflected outwards, and this reflected light would come out from the diffuser, and that is how we will get the diffused light. So now I'll apply some Fevicol. You can use any glue, you can use double-sided tape as well. The funda is to make sure that the aluminum foil is properly stick on the surface, on the inner surface of the cardboard box, so that the cardboard box would not absorb any light. So we have to repeat the same process throughout. Also, you have to use additional Fevicol or whatever the glue you are using, so that the area that is left out, which is open, it is not open. Make sure that you close and stick it with the glue. Now here I have the rectifier. I covered the rectifier entirely with the sellotape because it has live component, it has semiconductors, and it performs the function of rectification. So make sure that you cover it completely, because the aluminum foil itself is a conductive medium, so we really don't want any short circuit inside. So make sure that you cover it properly. Also, the LED strip has some open terminals and they have very high DC voltage there. So make sure that you cover that as well with a proper insulation tape. At the both ends of the LED tube we have these open terminals, so make sure you properly insulate both the terminals. The LEDs you see here needs to dissipate a lot of heat energy. That's why these LEDs are mounted on an aluminum strip. So make sure that you properly give it a shape of a circular arc, but do not cross that limit where you would actually break LED or break the strip itself. So do not make that mistake. And you have to cover the side walls as well. Now you have to cover the entire, as I said, entire inner surface area of the cardboard box. So this is how you have to do. You have to use a lot of glue. I'll again say, please use a lot of glue, because we would be sticking that aluminum strip over the aluminum foil. So if you don't use a lot of glue, it may actually cause the aluminum foil to cut and this will not work, then the box will start to absorb a lot of light. So now take that bent aluminum strip and put it inside. We had made a hole in the corner, so make sure you pass the lines from the holes in the outward side, and you stick the wires on the box with a cello tape so that you cannot accidentally pull it out of the box. And here we have the LED strip. You have to stick it on the aluminum foil using a transparent cello tape. Make sure you use a transparent cello tape, do not use the colored one. Again, I'll say make sure there are no openings in the aluminum foil, or there are no cuts in the aluminum foil, so that you would get the maximum power output as you want. After connecting it to power outlet, this is how it reflects a lot of light, and this is what we actually want. So make sure that you have the same effect after doing all of this. Now we would require a diffusing element to diffuse the light. The one I'm using here is a normal thin white cloth. You have different options. You can use a tracing paper, you can use normal white cloth, you can use normal white paper, parchment paper, butter paper, cheesecloth, muslin cloth. So we have hell lot of options, and you can use any of these. They perform equally well. Now we will just connect it to power outlet with the help of this pin. I install this pin, and we will see the output. The power output is insane. It is perfect for beginners, and this is how it looks. So here I made two lights for me, and when I click a picture with no light, this is what the quality of picture you can expect. When I turn the right lights on, this is what you get. When I keep the left lights on, this is what you can get. And when I keep the both lights turned on, this is the difference it makes to your picture quality. So yes, it works really well for this price. So this brings me to the end of the video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked my video, please give it a like. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section, and please consider subscribing to the channel for many more such awesome videos. So thank you. Have a great day.